Moving in quite well, Katsos moving in near the outside. Turek Thunder has the outside barrier. Spring Warrior coming up into gate number 5 next to Abel Kane. Mr. Murphy stands up well. Turek Thunder to get set. Just the last couple to move along now. Penetrometer reading over orders 3.68 in the straight. The inside is 3.69, the outside 3.65. Here's Turek Thunder going in now, and Geiger Duro still away from the line. And when this first starter comes up, we'll have them right to run. This filly. Geiger Duro's joined them and they're set to go now. Little movement from Turek Thunder on the outside, stood up better now. Away they go. And Turek Thunder got away quickly with Katsos. Blab, they're coming, most of them coming to the grandstand side here. Geiger Duro showing a bit of pace with Slipstream. And in behind those early is Blab, followed by Abel Kane, and Spring Warrior went across to the rails. Foxtrotter's out this way as well. When they go towards the 650 metre mark now, and on the other side of the course, Mr. Murphy had pinged to the lead from Gifted Ground, and the only other one out there is Storm Strike. Coming along to the 450 metre mark now, and Turek Thunder against the rail, leading from Slipstream. Foxtrot wider out, Geiger Duro's under pressure. Blab just off the pace with Abel Kane on the rails. On the other side, and Mr. Murphy in front. Coming after it is Storm Strike on the grandstand. Still Turek Thunder with Slipstream, Foxtrot and Geiger Wonder. Blabbers just behind them. Grandstand in front here with about 100 to go. Turek Thunder with Slipstream coming after it. Turek Thunder on the rails and Slipstream. Turek Thunder and Slipstream. There's nothing that Slipstream went home the better. Slipstream has got up to beat Turek Thunder. 2 lengths away is Blab, followed by Geiger Duro and Foxtrot. The 3 down the flat side were well back. They were headed across the line by Storm Strike in company with Gifted Ground and Mr. Murphy. Over on the other side was Spring Warrior, Abel Kane and Katsos at the tail of the field. Grandstand clearly superior. Here comes. Field locked away, set to go. All in. Shane Dye getting back aboard Scepter. 1400 on their journey now. Transparent Lover out fairly on the inside. Waikiki Princess got away well with Ebony Beauty. Glorious Morning going fast through the early stages. And Scepter's dropped out and is second last as they settle into stride. We're at the 1200 metres. Glorious Morning moved up on the outside to join Transparent Lover. Ebony Beauty is caught on a limb 3 wide. A length and a half. Waikiki Princess just dropped off the pace there into 4th position, followed by Ascot Lady. A length and a half. Lizophony, Porter Rocker. They're trailed then by Material Mover going up wide around Wild Dior, and 2 to 3 lengths to Scepter last of all. As they went by the 800 metres, Transparent Lover and Glorious Morning, the 2 leaders. 2 lengths now to Ebony Beauty, who eased back to 3rd, and Waikiki Princess has had a beautiful run 4th. Lizophony right behind them, 5th on the inside in the yellow and green colours. Ascot Lady deeper out, followed by Porter Rocker, Wild Dior. Material Move has been off the track, and Scepter's last when they corner. Transparent Lover at the 500 in front of Glorious Morning. Waikiki Princess called on for the run, and the pink cap 3 out. Getting a rails run, Ebony Beauty, and Lizophony's following her through down on the inside, and wider out Wild Dior is starting to sprint home at the 250 metres now, and Lizophony hit the lead from Porter Rocker. Wild Dior coming on down the outside. Waikiki Princess can't go on. Lizophony the leader, 100 to go from Porter Rocker, and Wild Dior out wider. Lizophony against the rail under the whip is finding something. Lizophony, and that's her right form. Lizophony beating Porter Rocker by a length. Wild Dior 3rd, and they got right away about 6 or 7 lengths. Ebony Beauty followed by Waikiki Princess, a gap Scepter who never came into it from Transparent Lover, the weakening Glorious Morning. Material Mover's a long way back, and Ascot Lady is last to greet the judge. They've come in at long intervals there. Victory for number 2, Lizophony. Number 2, Lizophony, written by Patrick Payne. Moved in. Set to go. Emotional Success getting a little edgy down in gate number 1. Starter has them. Off and Ruby Sundown in gate 2 looked to be a little slow. Emotional Success began quickly. They're all going to come to the grandstand side. Checkmore got away well with Sir Cadet, and Happy Summer is showing up in the early stages. When they settle down, Sir Cadet had crossed them and found the outside rail, and at the 700 metres leads from Checkmore and Emotional Success closer to the middle of the track. Happy Summer right behind the leader, followed by Perak Gold, Ruby Sun, who's next to last, and back last of all is Lucky Day. Heading towards the 400 metre mark, Sir Cadet on the rails, the leader from Emotional Success. Checkmore being niggled at. Ruby Sun not far away from them, closest to the middle of the track, and Happy Summer trying to get into the clear from Perak Gold. They're reaching the 200 metres now, and Ruby Sun is moving up and going to the lead. Ruby Sun now from Emotional Success. Perak Gold, Happy Summer not in the hunt. Ruby Sun is the leader with 100 to go from Perak Gold and Emotional Success. Ruby Sun about a neck clear. Perak Gold having a dip at him, but Ruby Sun held on. Won it by a head, Perak Gold. 2 lengths Emotional Success, then Lucky Day, Happy Summer, and a gap to Checkmore and Sir Cadet in 56.1. Number 8, Ruby Sun is the all set. Racing at the 1700 metres now, and super impressive, got away okay. Fibber one of the first out with Mr. Machiavelli, and Big Talker looking for the front. Classic Secrets come away fast too and is heading towards the leaders, and Harvard Honours going forward, trapped out a little wide. When they settle down now, they're heading out to the 1400 metres. Regal Cutter's gone to the lead. Harvard Honour moved to second. Mr. Machiavelli 2 lengths away third. Classic Secret is a half length back. All in, set to go. Ready for the Cadbury Guineas. The 3-year-olds stand up in the barriers and they're off. And Hades walked out of the stalls, and Freemason was slow, and Pins began very quickly in front of Oval Office early. Not a lot of pace about. Hill of Grace is working forward on the outside under Oliver, looking for the front now. As they settle into stride, it's Pins at the 1800 and Hill of Grace on the outside. Oval Office a length away third, and Freemason on the fence, followed by Hades, Tributes, and Diatribe dropped out to be last of all. Out to the 1600, and Pins now left alone. Hill of Grace 2 lengths away on the outside of Freemason, and 2 lengths to Oval Office in a good place. Tributes on the rails. Diatribe off and working now. He's taken off 3 wide on it, and that left Hades at the back of the field. Pins at the 1400 the leader, but Diatribe whipped up fast for Cassidy and races to the lead. So Diatribe took over the running now in the Guineas and went out by a couple of lengths, 2 or 3 in fact on Pins. Hill of Grace 2 lengths away third. A lot more speed in it now. Freemason down on the insiders next, 2 lengths to Oval Office, followed by Tributes and 2 to Hades. Diatribe the leader, heading to the 1000 metre mark. It's Diatribe about 2 lengths to Pins. 2.5 lengths away is Hill of Grace on the outside of Freemason. Tributes is following the stablemate on the rail, trailed by Oval Office, and Hades is a length away last of all. Only 10 lengths would cover them at the 800 metres now, and Diatribe by 2 to Pins, 2 to Hill of Grace. On the rails is Freemason, followed by Oval Office. Tributes next to last, nearing the corner, and Hades about to pull out when they get to the 600 metres, and it's Diatribe, the favourite. Pins a length and a half away. Freemason third, Hill of Grace on the outside. Hades pulls out now to make its run around Oval Office, and Tributes had dropped out to last when they corner at the 450. Diatribe in front of Pins, and here comes Hill of Grace. Oval Office wider out is called on. Hades the deepest, and Freemason cantering in behind them. He can't get a crack at them at the 300. They're across the track with Hill of Grace and Pins going to the lead together. Freemason next, and back behind those Oval Office. It's Pins in front. He's finding something with 100 to go. Pins by about a length here. Freemason finally getting into the clear, but Pins in front, and Pins takes out the Guineas, beating Freemason unlucky second, and Hades grabbed third out wide from Oval Office, Hill of Grace and Diatribe, with Tributes in behind them last to finish. The cloud that has hung over his head for much of the week lifts in the final 100 metres of the Australian Guineas. One to complete the lineup here. Field is set. Papiano's son in number 7. Line looks okay here. Off they go. Gold again, red high in the air, missed it very badly. Fabiano's Son got away well. Joker's Wild, something's happened to it too. I think it's been pulled out of the race in the early part. So trouble at the beginning of the race. All heading to the 1100 now, and on the grandstand side as they go to the 800. Stellar Artois, the leader with Dante's Fury. Dapper Zap over near the outside rail. Up there too, Fabiano's Son, Devasno, and Rory's Power is closest to the middle of the track. Ruthless Tycoon and Livonia are just behind it. In off the pace then is Cash Crop, travelling okay with Dane Force, and then Ulrico against the rail. Card Queen and Chattanooga's one of the last, searching for somewhere to go with Prize Fighter. Gold again's got up to about the middle of the pack as they came past the 400 metres. It's Fabiano's Son, Rory's Power and Ruthless Tycoon. They're the three leaders with the Dapper Zap just behind them, and Cash Crop against the outside rail working home from Livonia. Rory's Power and Ruthless Tycoon go to the lead at the clock tower from Fabiano's Son and Cash Crop. Rory's Power about ahead in front of Ruthless Tycoon. Rory's Power a neck in front. He'll be too good. Rory's Power drew away and beat Ruthless Tycoon by about 3/4 of a length. Fabiano's Son and Cash Crop. Photo finished for third. From Livonia, Dapper Zap, Card Queen, Prize Fighter. Chattanooga trailed by Dane Force and Ulrico. Devasno. Well back in the field was Gold again in company with Dante's Fury, and Stellar Artois on the hard surface dropped out to finish last. Now, Joker's Wild, something certainly happened at the beginning of the race. It virtually took no part in it and is cantering down with the clerk of the course. Stand by for numbers here. It's 9 the winner, Rory's Power, ridden by Peter Mertens. Number 9 the winner, Rory's Power, P. Mertens. Second going to number 5, Ruthless Tycoon, Darren Beedman. And third 11, Cash Crop, ridden by Brett Preble. 9, 5, 11. Fourth in Fabiano's Son. He's missed the place. And fifth going to number 13, Dapper Zap. Starter caught them well in Arena Morphy, the first couple out. Oliver Twist got away very well, and Labille is hunting through along the inside in the early stages. As they settle down now, Labille got up along the fence to go to the lead over Arena. Oliver Twist on the outside, trapped a little wide, followed by Morphy. Aerosmith is out there too. Arimathea just behind them on the inside, and Zapor from the outside gate went forward and took over the running. Out to the 1600, and Zapor leads now. 2 lengths Oliver Twist. Intergaze on the outside, he's caught 3 wide, might have to boot forward. Labille down on the rail, followed by Aerosmith, still travelling 3 deep. Then came Arena and Arimathea down on the inside. A length further back, Morphy streak wide out. In a flurry down on the rail. A length and a half further back is Crawl and behind, followed by Noir Seer and Cotton Street last of all. As they went to the 1200, Intergaze had charged away. Intergaze has opened up about 5 lengths on the field now. From Zapor, 2 lengths to Oliver Twist, Labille. A length and a half, Aerosmith running about 5th on the outside of Arena. They're followed by Streak, Arimathea, 1 to Morphy. Back behind those, Crawl taking off 3 wide from Inner Flurry. The Hind and Noir Seer are well back, and 2 to Collins Street. At the 800, Daring Tactics by Craig Carmody on. Intergaze's lead is about 7 lengths before the turn from Zapor and Oliver Twist. 2 lengths away, Labille hard pressured on the inside of Aerosmith. They're followed by Arena, pulled out wide, Streak as they corner. Then Arimathea behind them, Morphy hard ridden, Crawl, Noir Seer comes out wide as they enter the straight. Cotton Street next to last, and the Hind. Intergaze at the 400, his lead about 3. Zapor and Oliver Twist both trying valiantly to reel in the leader. Then Arena coming home well from Streak, and then Aerosmith. Intergaze nears the 200. His rider's dropped the whip. He's a length and a half, Zapor and Oliver Twist. Intergaze in front. He's tied, but he's got a length and a half on them. Oliver Twist and Zapor are trying hard, but Intergaze is giving something. His big heart keeps him going. Tired, but wins it. Intergaze scores. Photo for the miners between Arena and Streak. Then came the Hind, who came from last at the turn. Crawl next from Zapor and Oliver Twist, and they were trailed by Aerosmith and Collins Street. Then Labille, Arimathea, Morphy, Inner Flurry, and Noir Seer last of all. Intergaze. Beaten in a photo finish last year. And we'll have them right to run 1400 metres for the Scalzo Food Industry Stakes. All set. Set to go. All clear through 1400. They're off now. And not a bad start with the cues wide out, one of the first to begin. Carnelian got away well. Prince Dandan jumped okay and easing back now. Zuccarino's on the speed, so too Weasel Will, Stormy Jim and Buster Jones. But Carnelian, after going 200 the leader, he's almost a length on a cues, moving up to close that gap to about a neck now. Zuccarino's a length away third, Buster Jones fourth the rail. A length and a half or two further back, Weasel Will, Stormy Jim together. To another Neptune, Prince Dandan. 2 to 3 lengths then to Royal Caliph as they went down the side. They were being followed by Stormy Jim, and then 3 lengths to Strident, who's next to last coming up towards the turn, and Behemoth is last at the 700, and Carnelian is the leader, a neck in front of Accuse. Buster Jones right in behind them, third on the rail from Zuccarino, then Weasel Will, and they're followed as they sweep up towards the corner by Stormy Jim. Back behind those horses, another Neptune on the rail. Civil List is out wide, starting to make some ground. Strident getting onto his back to get into the clear as they got to the 400, and Carnelian in front. Buster Jones held up behind him by Accuse on the outside. Zuccarino running on, then Weasel Will and Civil List. Strident's a long way back at the 200, and Accuse got to Carnelian. Buster Jones is still not quite in the clear. Weasel Will is coming with his run. Accuse the leader, Weasel Will after him, then Civil List. It's Accuse about a neck in front of Weasel Will, Buster Jones and Civil List. Accuse finds plenty, and Accuse wins it from either Weasel Will or Civil List. Photo for the miners, Buster Jones just behind them, and then Strident. They were trailed then by Royal Caliph. Tiring next, Carnelian from another Neptune, Prince Dandan, and then Behemoth. Towards the end was Zuccarino and Stormy Jim. Number 8 is the winner at Cues, written by Larry Cassidy. Well supported. Number 8 now, set to go. And they're set for the last. Starter has them 1400. Wide open betting race to close the day. Line looks pretty good. Carmanesque the inside, they're away. Now, La Mukta slow to move. Hula Wonder settled back towards the end, and Northern Song the first to bounce out, landed in front of Vale, who got away quickly up into second. Carmanesque holding onto the rail just behind those. Not far away is Chow Baby as they settle down, and Londolozi is improving up to third now. So it's Northern Song from Vale, and Londolozi is third. Carmanesque is fourth, and Episode is fifth and out wide. In behind those, Western Dove, Chow Baby, Hula Wonder getting through along the inside of those two, and then Market Price trailed further back by La Mukta and Fellowship, and Lady Camelot is last as they went to the 800 metres, where Northern Song made play, running along by 2 lengths. Vale is second, Carmanesque on the fence in third placing, then Londolozi and Episode. A length and a half to Hula Wonder, trailed by Chow Baby. Western Dove out wider, 2 lengths La Mukta, Market Price a good way from them, cornering, followed by Fellowship and Lady Camelot. At the 500, Northern Song about 2.5 lengths clear on Vale, Carmanesque. Londolozi next, and then Hula Wonder. Out wider is Episode, and La Mukta getting through along the inside, but Northern Song at the 300 has a good lead. Northern Song about 3 lengths in front of Vale. La Mukta getting into third from Carmanesque, and then Market Price followed by Fellowship. Northern Song well clear at the 100 though, about 3 lengths. She's getting a bit tired. La Mukta and Market Price are making late ground. Northern Song walking on the post. Market Price comes, but Northern Song wins the money. Northern Song from Market Price and La Mukta, with a gap in the field behind those to Fellowship, Western Dove and Carmanesque, followed by Vale, Hula Wonder. They were trailed further back in the field then by Lady Camelot, Londolozi and Episode towards the end there in company with Chow Baby. All the way victory, and the last on the card for number 7. Northern Song, written by Nash Rawiller. And she's cracked it for the first.